Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of knowledge sharing. For today, we are going to look at this equation and it says evaluate 2 to the power of x equals to x to the power of 32. So we are going to evaluate this equation for us to find the value of x. So we are given 2 to the power of x equals to x to the power of 32. We can see that we have a constant to the power of a variable and also a variable to a power of constant. This equation is called transcendental equation. We call it transcendental equation. So this is what it called. It's a combination of this is an exponential equation and this is a polynomial equation. So we have this 2 to the power of x is an exponential equation. And here we have 2 to the power of 32 is a polynomial equation. So we have this. So the combination of these two equations gives us a transcendental equation. And this polynomial equation is in the degree of 32. So we have this. So how are we going to solve for the value of x when we have this such equation? So what we are going to do is for us to look at the value of x. So what we are going to do is for us to find the LCM of the powers. The LCM of x and 32 will give us 32x. So what we are going to do is for us to divide the power by the LCM, which is 32x. So we are going to have 2 to the power of x. Then we have 1 all over 32x equals to x to the power of 32. Then we multiply by 1 all over 32x. This is the same thing as having, we recall, say note, when we have a to the power of m all to the power of n, the same thing as a to the power of m times n. Or we can interchange. We will still have a to the power of n times m. They are all the same. We can interchange the power, or we multiply the power, still gives us the same thing. So this is the same thing as 2 to the power of x all over 32x. The same thing as x equals to, or x to the power of 32 all over 32x. In this case, x will cancel here and x will cancel here. 32 will cancel here and 32 will cancel here. So we are now left with 2 to the power of 1 all over 32 equals to x to the power of 1 all over x. So this is what we have now. We can see that the powers are in fraction and this other side is in fraction. And the right hand side, we have that x to the power of 1 all over itself. So what we are going to do is for us to look for a value that when we have this, since we have x to the power of 1 all over itself, we also have here the base will be to the power of 1 all over the value of the base. So what we are going to do is for us to do something that we are going to have the base here is 1 all over the base. So the next step is for us to think, what are we going to multiply here for us to have the same base? So let's check. So if we multiply 2 to the power of 2 and we also multiply 1 all over 32 times 2, what does this mean? This will give us 4. 2 to the power of 2 will be 4. Then we have here 1 all over 32 times 2 will give us 64. So here and here is not the same. So if we have 2 to the power of 3, then we have 1 all over 32 times 3, because what we are going to multiply to here will still multiply to the denominator of the power. So here will become 8 to the power of 3 is 8. So we have 1 all over 32 times 3 is the same thing as 3 times 2, we have 6. Then we have 3 times 9, we have 96. So 8 is not the same thing as 96. So let us check the next one, where we have 2 to the power of 4. Then we have 1 all over 32 times 4. So this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4 is the same thing as 16. So we have here as 16 all to the power of 1 all over 32 times 4. We have it as 128. So this is 1 all over 128. You can see that 16 is not equal to 128. So 4 will not go. Let us see 2 to the power of 8. If we have 2 to the power of 8, then we have 1 all over 32 times 8, because what we multiply to the base, we still have to multiply by the denominator of the fraction or denominator of the power. So if you can look at this, 2 to the power of 8 is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we have times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we have here 2 times 2, 4, 8, 16. 16 times here we have 32. 32 times here we have 64. 64 times here we have 128. Then 128 times 2, we have it as 256. So this will give us, here is equals to 2 to the power of 8 is 256. Then we have all to the power of 1 all over 32 times 8. When we have 8 times 2 is 16. 16 carry 1. Then we have 8 times 3, we have 24. 24 plus 1, we have 25. So you can see that what we have here as the base equals to what we have here as the denominator of the power. So 8, the multiple of 8 to the base of 2 will give us what we are going to look for, because what we are going to look for is the base essentially as 1 all over the power of, or 1 all over the value of the base, which is what we were looking for here. So the next step is for us to multiply 2 to the power of 8. Then we have 1 all over 32 times 8 equals to x to the power of 1 all over x. So we need to clean this. So now, as we said, we have 2 to the power of 8 all to the power of 1 all over 32 times 8 equals to x to the power of 1 all over x. So we can see that 2 to the power of 8 is same thing as 256 all to the power of 1 all over 32 times 8, as we said before, is 256 equals to x to the power of 1 all over x. You can see that we have the base of 256 here to the power of 1 all over itself, and we also have x to the power of 1 all over itself. So transcendental equation says that when we have such values, and therefore we deduce that our x here equals to 256. So this is the value of x that we have. We will do a little check for us to see whether x equals to 256 will satisfy this equation. So we have here check. When we have this, we have that our 2 to the power of x equals to x to the power of 32. Our value of x equals to 256. So substituting that, we have 2 to the power of 256, the same thing as 256 to the power of 32. We can see that we have this as 2 to the power of 256. Will it equal to this? Let's check this. 256 is same thing as 2 to the power of 8, because this is what we said, 2 to the power of 8 equals to 256. So this is the same thing as all to the power of 32. So this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 256 equals to here, because we said that we can, for this value, we can interchange or multiply the power of this exponential. So here it will become 8 times 32 will be 2 to the power of 256, because 8 times 32 will be 256. So what we have on the left hand side is what we have on the right hand side. Therefore, x equals to 256 satisfy this equation. If you like what we are doing here, follow us on our Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comments, and share our video for more interesting topics. Thank you.